You want Donald Trump to have Donald Trump. This has nothing to do with Donald Trump's case. None of the information that was done on the case has anything to do with Donald Trump.
It sounds sketchy.
Huh?
You can't admit that the whole thing is kind of sketchy.
Sketchy about what? What's sketchy?
Her hiring somebody she's sleeping with. Them.
Again, man, they were not together. There is no evidence that they were together prior to the case starting.
Okay, but as soon as they got together, she should have recused herself.
Why?
Passed it off to somebody else.
Why? Neanderthal, what's going on?
Yeah, no, this whole premise is fucking bunk, man.
Sorry, I can barely hear you.
Not, hang on. Yeah, I'll fix that.
Okay. Not to talk about how rude that is, but
you had a few to drink.
It's not my responsibility to prove that Trump is innocent. It's the court's responsibility to prove that he is guilty. Okay. Until they do that,
I'm not the court.
Innocent.
No, he's not innocent. He's presumed innocent, but that doesn't mean that he's innocent. So
okay, well, yeah, I mean, but
right. So we're addressing the evidence against him and what that evidence shows. What?
So, but it's not anybody's responsibility to prove he's innocent. It's the court's responsibility to prove guilty.
The whole point is having a discussion with people about the evidence against Donald Trump. Because even when he is convicted, Trump supporters are going to deny that it's a legitimate conviction.
What case are you specifically referencing?
All of them.
Which one are you most privy to?
I follow pretty much all of them.
Well, we can start with whichever one you like. There's the documents one, there's January 6th, there's Georgia, and there's the hush money case.
Okay. Well, the hush money case is the stupidest one.
It is pretty stupid how brazenly he got caught. Yes.
Oh, man. At worst, that's a misdemeanor charge.
What is?
It's not even.
What's a misdemeanor?
The hush money case.
No, it's a felony. Hush money. It's a felony.
No, they're trying to charge it. It's something that can only be charged. It should only be charged as a felony. But it's not even supposed to be able to be tried in a
Class E.
No, they're Class E felonies because he.
Yep. Yeah, but they're trying to try it on the state level because nobody even wants to charge him for that felony because there's not sufficient evidence on it as a felony case.
For Trump, yeah, there is.
Then why aren't they why is the state of New York trying to charge it instead of a federal court?
Because this is a state law that was violated.
No, the prosecutor is trying to string together a bunch of things and jump through a bunch of hoops to try to turn it into a state case.
No, there's state law and federal law. This violates state law.
Okay.
So Donald Trump issued a hush money payment to Stormy Daniels and had her sign an NDA. And he attempted to cover that up by putting it in as campaign expenditures, which made it a felony because he was trying to cover up the commission of a crime.
Right. A felony. Yeah. A felony is a federal law, right?
No, there are state misdemeanors, state gross misdemeanors. It depends on where you are. There are felonies, depends on the severity of felony. Each state has their own. And then there are federal felonies. I don't know that so there has to be federal misdemeanors, but they're not used almost ever. The feds only charge serious crimes usually. There probably is misdemeanors, but I'm not aware of any off the top of my head.
Okay. All right. What about the Fani Willis case where she just tried to make a name for herself?
Fani Willis?
Her name is Fani.
I know. It's so much, try to make a name for yourself by having to hide and not stay at your own residence and have perpetual security detail because you're afraid of your life. Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, she probably didn't count on all of that.
I think she did.
Well, it doesn't sound to me much like she's hiding when she is, appointing people that she's having sexual relations with to the case so that they can give her kickbacks and take her on fancy cruises and such. That doesn't sound like hiding. sounds like.
Dude, the amount of money that they spent was like $5,000 over the course of a few months on vacations. I don't know if you know how expensive vacations are, but it's not that much money.
So the fact that she's getting kickbacks, it's not a big deal because
she didn't get kickbacks. She paid for what she went on. She paid out of pocket with cash, as she has with everything. But that's a weird thing because you're talking about someone that's gonna make as a I don't know district attorney in Fulton County over $200,000 a year, probably 250 or 300,000, and you're gonna say that it's a kickback that she went on a vacation with someone she was dating when he took less money than he was supposed to.
So he is dating. So they are dating. So she is
they were at one point, but
to the case.
So they were dating after they started working on the case.
Okay, because from what he said in court was that they were dating before he started working on it.
Oh, he did say that. He did say that. So the judge ruled that there was no evidence that they had been dating prior to Nathan Wade coming on the case. And the judge stated that both of the instances of information that they did was speculative. That there wasn't actually any evidence that they had dating before the case.
That it stinks. You're not going to say that this
for what? For what reason? The only reason this matters. The only reason this matters because you guys want Donald Trump to get away with it. That's it. You want Donald Trump to have Donald Trump. This has nothing to do with Donald Trump's case. None of the information that was done on the case has anything to do with Donald Trump. It sounds sketchy. Huh?
You can't admit that the whole thing is kind of sketchy.
Sketchy about what? What's sketchy?
Her hiring somebody she's sleeping with.
Again, man, they were not together. There is no evidence that they were together prior to the case starting.
Okay, but as soon as they got together, she should have recused herself.
Why?
Passed it off to somebody else.
Why?
Because she's having a relationship with her prosecutor.
It doesn't matter. What's the conflict of interest? What's the so I don't know if you know this, but Merchant, who is Michael Roman's counsel, is husband and wife. They're a husband and wife team. Her and the lawyer that she's working with. That's not a conflict of interest. So they're on the same side of the case. The whole thing is, where is justice? Where is the issue of justice? Like, how does this affect negatively?
No, you're kind of right about that, but
I am right about that.
I think it's a little marriage. I think it's a little different when it's marriage and it's a more official.
Why?
All right.
Why?
I'm gonna drop out.
What?
What? All right.
I'm gonna drop out.
All right. He just got beat up real bad.
I know.